Wonky D says, hi. Upitijum says, bro where's text to speech? Wonky D says, you're always here so quick. Upitijum says, French fry antlers fan is dead. Upitijum says, woohoo. Wonky D says, I'm sure he will show up. Upitijum says, oh, not dead, is alive. Wonky D says, hopefully yeah. Upitijum says, I got the laser joiner with catnap 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 catnap. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says, hi. Side 2 Side says, hello. Wonky D says, hi everyone. Upitijum says, I got Matrix, my phone, 2 days ago. Conusan Copikla says, I liked your W stream. Says, hi. Side 2 Side says, what are you playing? Armal Tabaneo says, English or Spanish? Upitijum says, 12 followers. What the Sigma everyone. Wonky D says, I'm playing Souls RNG on Roblox. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says, as you can see I changed nickname BC French Fry Fake reported me for copying. Says, W Avatar. Upitijum says, Spanish or vanish? A cool person says, good evening, GL on the grind bro. Side 2 Side says, English. Says, English or Spanish? Armal Tabaneo says, English or Panish? David Ajam says, LOL. Wonky D says, vanish. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says, so skibidi. Upitijum says, alright. Duolingo is coming. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says, Painish. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says, Painish LOL. Wonky D says, what is Painish? Upitijum says, bicycle race. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says, he meant Spanish LOL. Woohoo Lobter says, hi. Armal Tabaneo says, yo it skips LOL. Upitijum says, what the Lance? Wonky D says, Painish is the new Spanish. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says, so up. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says, LOL. Armal Tabaneo says, what the Sigma? Sigatavaskian says, Onkgaho Sataru. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says, what the Lance? Woohoo Lobter says, what the Sigma? Upitijum says, what the Super Sigma? Marja Rundergut, Batka says, Who first moves is gay. Armal Tabaneo says. Oi oi oi. RNG Gaming 15 says. Can I have Robux? Annalyn Villeraman says. Oi peepie. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says. I love this guy translator. Annalyn Villeraman says. Oh I. NairPGT says. Oi 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 oi. Apitijum says. Get out of spammers, but Green Apple Antlers fan will stay. Sigatavaskian says. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says. Yo. Apitijum says. Luna. Wonky D says. Spammers are fun though. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says. HMNVM. Armal Tabaneo says. Ha ha ha, the oi 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 part is so funny. Apitijum says. Eunice. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says. What in the? Armal Tabaneo says. Ha 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 ha. NairPGT says. Ligma balls. Armal Tabaneo says. Dude I can't. Woohoo Lobter says. Sigatavaskian says. God you. Armal Tabaneo says. Ha ha ha. Armal Tabaneo says. Not Ligma. Apitijum says. Dances dumb ways to die pixelated. NairPGT says. Woohoo Lobter says. Sigatavaskian says. I love this translator. Apitijum says. Yeah, the spammers are gone dumb ways to die pixelated. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says. WH. Hasna 123 says. Hi. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says. What Sigma? NairPGT says. Sigma. Apitijum says. Dumb ways to die pixelated is the best dance I've ever seen. Victor Aguilar 34 says. Hi. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says. What the Sigma? Sigatavaskian says. I wish I could do from this. Hasna 123 says. Hi YT. Apitijum says. It looks like a greatest pose. Woohoo Lobter says. Are you guys real? Wonky D says. Hi Hasna 123. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says. Yeah. Victor Aguilar 34 says. What the Sigma? Wonky D says. In real, I think. Woohoo Lobter says. There's only one viewer here. Hasna 123 says. Hi Pro Master. Woohoo Lobter says. What a Sigma? Apitijum says. Victor Aguilar 34 says. Go by. King Gabriel Pargerillo says. Hi Wonky, I'm your new fan. Wonky D says. View account on YouTube is broken sometimes. Apitijum says. Yummy. Mr. Baseball says. Hello. Sigatavaskian says. I think that they're me only. Apitijum says. Strawberry like sick ball. NairPGT says. Big four guys and they grab on my th. Hasna 123 says. I just sub. Philip Mugard says. Vinegar. Wonky D says. Hi Mr. Baseball. Apitijum says. Sick ball or GI bearish. Apitijum says. Sick ball or GI bearish. Wonky D says. Thanks for the sub Hasna 123. Sigatavaskian says. I think that this translator is broken. Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says. Most British translator. King Gabriel Pargerillo says. Hi Wonky, I'm your new sub. Apitijum says. Get out Keen. Bortane Malika says. 100,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000. Hasna 123 says, I want to be nice. Upitijum says, 10 decillion. Nerpgt says, Ohio Phantom Tax Res Skibidi Sigma Mewing Maxing. Wonky D says, everyone like the stream and sub if you like. Carboy says, hello, how was everyone's weekend? Upitijum says, brain rot. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says, back. Upitijum says, get out of here Carbo. Upitijum says, Kaboy. Nerpgt says, hello, I'm the Phantom Sigma Beta. Upitijum says, Carboy. Mr. Baseball says, 9 gazillion 8 trillion 8 billion 8 million 8,800. Hasna 123 says, you are so pro. Carboy says, what did I do? Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says, yo WSPMF Baseball, you were long time no in streams. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says, Mr. Baseball says, yep. Wonky D says, yeah, Upitijum be nice. Upitijum says, be nice. Upitijum says, right. George says, fat. Upitijum says, fat what? George says, I have even better stuff than you. Sigatavaskian says, oh. Bortame Malaka says, Carbo. Sigatavaskian says, WTH. Mr. Baseball says, Carbo. Carboy says, ha. Hasna 123 says, I a nice guy. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says, link French fry antlers user 2023 to 2024. Philip Mogard says, balls. Nerpgt says, 10000000000000000000000. Philip Mogard says, hi. Upitijum says, why? Nerpgt says, 10000000000000000000000. Wonky D says, hi Philip Mogard. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says, cause I had to change it. Upitijum says, hi Mr. Baseball. Carboy says, Carbo. Bortame Malaka says, hello balls. Philip Mogard says, balls. Nerpgt says, ho. Nerpgt says, hi. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says, Sigma. Conusen Copikla says, hello. Philip Mogard says, balls. Mr. Baseball says, 100000000000000. Philip Mogard says, balls. Bortame Malaka says, ball sass. Nerpgt says, hi laughing smiley. Sigatavaskian says, AAA. Upitijum says, double hypergot cubic gather. Carboy says, how do they not get banned, but I do for messing around too. Hasna 123 says, I like the vid and sub. Philip Mogard says, balls. Conusen Copikla says, why they saying bowels? Upitijum says, because left square bracket. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says. Guys, if you see French Fry, report him. BC he fake reported me for copying. Mr. Baseball says. Crazy, I was crazy once, they locked me up in a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Ortain Malika says. Ash. Carboy says. Dick and balls. Hasna 123 says. Stop saying balls and balls. Conusan Copikla says. W stream. Gortain. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says. Everyone just Carboy says. Lead my base. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says. FR. Upitijum says. Yo Legamayan is great stistes. Wonky D says. Is it back now? RF Merigu says. Hi, I am the only one watching. Mr. Baseball says. Don't the spider, your dad is on fire. Wonky D says. Balls. Upitijum says. Yo Legamayan balls. Green Apple Antlers fan, Chocolate 573, says. Guys, do I change back user to French Fry Antlers? Chance to get banned for fake report guy. Philip Nogard says. Mr. Baseball is GOAT. Carboy says. Sean, Kieran, Hosier, Lenny, Molly, Susan, Arthur. Ortain Malika says. I got banned. Upitijum says. Do not say names. Philip Nogard says. Ligma Biles. Hasna 123 says. Upitijum says. Send help, where's TTS? Sir Fishington says. You. Sir Fishington says. Second. Wonky D says. TTS is back. Mr. Baseball says. Bulls. Carboy says. gross. Wonky D says, I was just trying to fix it. Upitijum says, use Microsoft Sam, say soy 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 soy. Sir Fishington says, how your day? Wonky D says, my day is good thanks. Wonky D says, how are you? Carboy says, skibidi toilet. Mist.
Wonky D says, cool.
Sir Fishington says, Goodima go soon because it's 5 for me. Upitijum says, now it's Cortana. Upitijum says, why Cortana? Wonky D says, ah okay. Carboy says, Skytech Gaming Eclipse, Intel i9-13900K Link GHz, RTX 4080, 1 TB NVMe Gen. Sir Fishington says, I just wanted to sub. French Fry Antlers fan says, IDC if I get banned if this guy reports me again, but I like my French fry name. Mr. Baseball says, also you inventory massive. RF Merigu says, who are talking to Wonky D? Wonky D says, thanks for the sub Sir Fishington. Sir Fishington says, YW. Upitijum says, 50 GHz. Sir Fishington says, okay. French Fry Antlers fan says, old French fry is back guys. Upitijum says, eats shampoo yum. Hasna 123 says, Pro Master is wonkeyed. Carboy says, yippee. RF Merigu says, Playton. RF Merigu says, Tower of Hell. Wonky D says, your French fry. French Fry Antlers fan says, now I can spam. Mr. Baseball says, Wonky D is not pro, he's the honored one, he is not the honored one, BC he's Gaho, or either he's Gaho BC he's the honored one. Hasna 123 says, bruh. Upitijum says, French Fry Antlers fan is back for life, yeah, dances dumb ways to die, pike slated. French Fry Antlers fan says, FR. Upitijum says, FR. French Fry Antlers fan says, FR. Carboy says, FR no cap. Hasna 123 says, 100. Upit. Cowboy says. Leel. French Fry Antlers fan says. Guys, guess my dream aura in Soul's RNG, not counting oppression. Architijum says. Or hazardous, 1 in 10, 7,000, 10. French Fry Antlers fan says. My dream aura is overture / overture history. Architijum says. Nuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons and coconut guns. Cowboy says. 12-inch silicon wafers. Architijum says. Nuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges and coconut guns. French Fry Antlers fan says. This chat is too sigma for normal talking. Hasna 123 says. I'm sleeping zzz. Cowboy says. Nah they beta. Architijum says. My dream aura is hazardous. Mr. Baseball says. By the way, I'm still here. French Fry Antlers fan says. Nice. Says. In back its gulls. Tofa Plays says. Are we allowed to join you? French Fry Antlers fan says. Your user is foo. Hasna 123 says. Humming. Cowboy says. Balls. Architijum says. What? The username using mathematical alphanumeric symbols in Unicode link. Mr. Baseball says. You have my sunshine. French Fry Antlers fan says. Titan, you are my sunshine TV man. Architijum says. You are my catnap. Mr. Baseball says. Prepare thyself. Cowboy says. Balls. Architijum says. Wait. Architijum says. I got to go by. Hasna 123 says. What the sigma? French Fry Antlers fan says. Kinito Sigma balls. Mr. Baseball says. K bye. Wonky D says. Bye Architijum. Cowboy says. I spank myself. Mr. Baseball says. Roblox gift cards scare me. French fry antlers fan says, buy up your gym. Mr. Baseball says, flushed. Cowboy says, I might get banned for this. French fry antlers fan says, it was lobotomy. Hasna 123 says, bruh. Mr. Baseball says, ick. French fry antlers fan says, normal flush doesn't have star. Mr. Baseball says, too lazy to write it though. French fry antlers fan says, agree. Mr. Baseball says, your next lucky roll is a solar solstice trust FR. Cowboy says, TTS is SME. Hasna 123 says, Palestine or Israel. Mr. Baseball says, Israel. French fry antlers fan says, Israel. Hasna 123 says, I pick both. Says, I pick peace. Cowboy says, Germany. Mr. Baseball says, the One Piece is real. French fry antlers fan says, Keitler. Hasna 123 says, I'm from Malaysia. Cowboy says, hit slurs. Mr. Baseball says, Andor Kittler. French fry antlers fan says, two pikes is reference detected. Hasna 123 says, ha. Mr. Baseball says, exotic. Cowboy says, Graham Salin. French fry antlers fan says, exotic apex. Mr. Baseball says, raw exotic on URE screen. French fry antlers fan says, don't tell. Wonky D says, thanks. Wonky Roblox Kid says, "Oh sup Wonky D." Wonky D says, "Yeah, I get so many exotics." Wonky D says, "Hi Roblox Kid." French Fry Antlers fan says, "Wonky DPLS say that you keep it." Wonky D says, "I kept it, but my INV is so full up." Hasna 123 says, "Hi." French Fry Antlers fan says, "That was injured exotic." Mr. Baseball says, "Monk D, I lost in the hole in the World War Crimes and me to that game boring hell NSH in the night, most likely got his tier 5, you know how did it was, I used the corrector lols." French Fry Antlers fan says, "You did right thing when didn't skipped him." Roblox Kid says, "What's your rarest today?" Hasna 123 says, "Ha." Wonky D says, "I got Hypervolt 1/7,500,000 chance today." French Fry Antlers fan says, "Oh." Roblox Kid says, "Wow, lucky." Hasna 123 says, "English or Spanish?" French Fry Antlers fan says, "I got oppression today 1 in 0.0000000000000000000." French Fry Antlers fan says, "Spanish so I don't get banished by Green Owl." Roblox Kid says, "Siri." Hasna 123 says, "Sigh." Roblox Kid says, "Yes." French Fry Antlers fan says, "Wonky D first time said English so he got banished by Duolingo, now he picks Spanish. End of law." Mr. Baseball says, "Green or oil I collagen rakanki." Wonky D says, "Green." Roblox Kid says, "I feel like being a menace." Hasna 123 says, French Fry Antlers fan says, "I pick oi collagen raconi." Roblox Kid says, "I pick new ultramicroscopic volcanic siliosis." Wonky D says, I can't pick that cause I can't spell it. Arbui9AZ says, yo. French Fry Antlers fan says, I spell it LOL. Wonky D says, hi Arbui9AZ. Carboy says, I pick hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia. Arbui9AZ says, I pick skibidi toilet. French Fry Antlers fan says, guys, let's meet new guy Arbui9AZ and Spammo. Hasna 123 says, Carboy says, Arbui9AZ says, I'm going to sub. Mr. Baseball says, dudes with hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia after hearing hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia. Wonky D says, thanks for the sub Arbui9AZ. Hasna 123 says, Wonky D says, can everyone like the stream? French Fry Antlers fan says, my spams don't says sad smiley. French Fry Antlers fan says, rip spam. Mr. Baseball says, oh. Hasna 123 says, Carboy says, no. French Fry Antlers fan says, French Fry Antlers fan says, eh. Hasna 123 says, French Fry Antlers fan says, Hasna 123. French Fry Antlers fan says, Arbui9AZ says, you. Mr. Baseball says, French Fry Antlers fan says, oh that's Sabi. French Fry Antlers fan says, tongue poking smiley. Hasna 123 says, hi Camus Bratapa. Arbui9AZ says, what the Sigma? French Fry Antlers fan says, skibidi. Mr. Baseball says, Arbui9AZ says, Bol Kakakbahasamelayi. Hasna 123 says, Ole. Carboy says, Hig Haras. Arbui9AZ says. Bol bol bail bile bol barber bb bu. Mr. Baseball says. Legends has that someone stole the fire from the hole. Hasna123 says. Appa. French Fry Antlers fan says. Watch Mr. Baseball says. Lobotomy. Carboy says. Sigma. French Fry Antlers fan says. Sugama. Mr. Baseball says. Trophy yellow smiling trophy yellow smiling trophy yellow smiling trophy yellow smiling. Arbui9AZ says. You got two vid. Hasna123 says. Kkap bahasa Malay. French Fry Antlers fan says. Did anyone watch Skibby Toilet? Me honestly no joke catnap. Hasna123 says. Appa Carboy. Mr. Baseball says. Repu will be missed. Arbui9AZ says. Sina Hasna. Carboy says. Apal Hasna. Hasna123 says. Cheapo. French Fry Antlers fan says. Fu NVM. Mr. Baseball says. Can I have Shedburger please Shedburger. Hasna123 says. Takbo Lesina. Wonky D says. Can I have some likes on the stream please? Wonky D says. Only 3 likes so far sad smiley. French Fry Antlers fan says. Cheeseburger. Arbui9AZ says. Skibidi Sigma Mewing Ohio Rizzola. French Fry Antlers fan says. Pizza. Carboy says. I am one of them likes. French Fry Antlers fan says. Now for. Mr. Baseball says. You can like streams. Arbui9AZ says. Look how much. Wonky D says. Thanks French Fry Antlers fan. Wonky D says. Thanks Carboy. Arbui9AZ says. I like it. French Fry Antlers fan says. NP. Wonky D says. Wow 6 likes now thanks. Mr. Baseball says. By the way I have liked. Carboy says. You're welcome Wonky D. Wonky D says. It's nice to have some regulars here. Carboy says. Laughing smiley. Wonky D says. Thanks for coming back. Hasna123 says. Wonky D apar kamubrat. Mr. Baseball says. Cowboy. Arbui9AZ says. So you only play Sol RNG. Wonky D says. I play other games, but just Sol's Atom. French Fry Antlers fan says. He is. Wonky D says. You can see other games I play on my YouTube channel. Mr. Baseball says. He has Gahoskin. I'm guessing he plays Strongest Battlegrounds. Arbui9AZ says. You okay? Wonky D says. I play Blocks Fruits. Hasna 123 says. Wonky D boleke kapbahasamelay. Carboy says. I plead to stop typing down my nickname incorrectly, and type it as Carboy. Wonky D says. I only speak English. Arbui9AZ says. Bicycle Boy. Mr. Baseball says. CA. Kawara, Kawara. Cowboy. Wonky D says. Tractor Boy. Arbui9AZ says. Motorcycle Boy. Arbui9AZ says. Boat Boy. Wonky D says. Buzzboy. Arbui9AZ says. Buzzboy. Mr. Baseball says. 3 UE led Carboy. Arbui9AZ says. You. Hasna 123 says. Oh okay Wonky D main block strike. Arbui9AZ says. Incident Boy. Mr. Baseball says. Also yes, 3-wheeled cars exist. Arbui9AZ says. Unicycle Boy. Roblox Kid says. Left because I was gonna eat. Mr. Baseball says. Train Boy. Wonky D says. I think Carboy has gone. Wonky D says. Truck Boy. Mr. Baseball says. Sad smiley. Wonky D says. Did we scare him away? Mr. Baseball says. Sad smiley, sad smiley, sad smiley, sad smiley. Roblox Kid says. You also play Blocks Fruits. Carboy says. Nah, I'm far from here. Arbui9AZ says. Transformer Boy. Mr. Baseball says. Lols. Wonky D says. I do yes. Wonky D says. Our Carboy is back. Roblox Kid says. Beast Boy. Mr. Baseball says. Carboy Goat. Arbui9AZ says. Fameboy. Wonky D says. Baseboy. Roblox Kid says. Fameboy. Arbui9AZ says. Sorry Dad. Mr. Baseball says. No. Wonky D says. I need chocolate. Carboy says. Nah Roblox Kid. Wonky D says. Who has chocolate? Arbui9AZ says. Blood Boy. Mr. Baseball says. Chewukulate. Mr. Baseball says. Did anyone say chewukulate? Carboy says. Chocolate. Arbui9AZ says. Chine Boy. Wonky D says. I started a poll, can you see it? Mr. Baseball says. Nautilus. Roblox Kid says. Cocoa is basically a fruit, so that means chocolate which has cocoa is a salad. Carboy says. Amation. Mr. Baseball says. No. Roblox Kid says. Now I'd have the other type of Coke. Mr. Baseball says. Send that to Casio. Arbui9AZ says. German Boy. Arbui9AZ says. American Boy. Mr. Baseball says. Permanent Frosty. Roblox Kid says. Philippines Boy. Mr. Baseball says. Nautilus. Arbui9AZ says. Brain Rotter Boy. Wonky D says. Boy. French Fry Antlers fan says. Coke. Arbui9AZ says. Skibida Boy. Mr. Baseball says. Boy. Arbui9AZ says. Mewing Boy. Roblox Kid says. Everyone agreed with Coke LOL. Wonky D says. Boy. Carboy says. How the Skibidigit Sigma is my brain rotted. Arbui9AZ says. Full 100%. Carboy says. Imbotica Uluuluum. Wonky D says. It's gone all quiet. Arbui9AZ says. Come boy. Mr. Baseball says. Cowboy. Wonky D says. Sock boy. Mr. Baseball says. Sure boy. Wonky D says boy. Arbui 9AZ says. Carboy getting offended. Mr. Baseball says. Boy. Carboy says. Nat Z boy. French Fry Antlers fan says. Permedrist. Wonky D says. I hope Carboy doesn't mind. Arbui 9AZ says. Girl boy. Scotty says. Is that Gaho the Kit Kat? Wonky D says. Mr. Sockball. Mr. Baseball says. Sad smiley 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 sad. Scotty says. Kit Kat. Mr. Baseball says. Okay, that happens. Roblox Kid says. I put on a black wig, used black contacts, used some makeup, and I turned into a real Korean. Annyeong, my name is Penny. Wonky D says. Ball boy. Mr. Baseball says. Stornel. Arbui 9AZ says. Ambe to Camboy. Roblox Kid says. Are you? Carboy says. Girl, my inner Sigma is getting mad, you skibidi beta jits. Mr. Baseball says. English or Spanish? Roblox Kid says. English. Arbui 9AZ says. I am the Alpla. Carboy says. Ingles. Wonky D says. Painish. French Fry Antlers fan says. Spanish. Scotty says. Spanish. Roblox Kid says. Awoo, we're wolves, we own the night. Carboy says. What the Sigma? Arbui 9AZ says. I gonna use my Riz power and LVL 10 jit and Phantom tax link that I'm gonna sing skibidi toilet until you get link. I'm going to activate my alpha mode to make you edge. French Fry Antlers fan says. Someone have Abyssal Hunter in my server. Roblox Kid says. And I can't play LOL. Mr. Baseball says. You'll never see it committing. Roblox Kid says. The good old band for high. Carboy says. Marika. Arbui9AZ says. Where is the fanboy? Mr. Baseball says. Murica. Wonky D says. Carboy gone. Carboy says. Arbui9AZU. Arbui9AZ says. Your mom. French Fry Antlers fan says. Chat is so sigma so that I can't type anything anymore. Mr. Baseball says. Crazy, I was never crazy once I went in a cool room with a PC and PC make me happy. Carboy says. Nah. Roblox Kid says. My name's Jojo. Roblox Kid says. Jojo Saiwa. Mr. Baseball says. Who Jojo? Arbui9AZ says. Blick boy. Carboy says. I have rights Arbui. Roblox Kid says. 4 big guys. Arbui9AZ says. Re-he-he-he-he-he. Roblox Kid says. 4 big guys and they grab on my thighs. Carboy says. Boo. Arbui9AZ says. Hey 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 hey. Mr. Baseball says. Common uncommon good natural rare divinous crystallize rage. Roblox Kid says. All I know is common uncommon rare epic legendary mythical and that's all. Mr. Baseball says. That's block mayhem not sol RNG. Arbui9AZ says. Boy. Zuckup says. Sup G. Zuckup says. Just subbed and liked G. Wonky D says. Sup. Zuckup says. Keep grinding G. Zuckup says. Mind doing the same. Wonky D says. Thanks Zuckobi. Arbui9AZ says. Is that Kobe Bryant? Carboy says, "Oh no, the heli is crashing." Wonky D says, "Zuckobi, you got 11k subs." Arbui9AZ says, "Kobe, use your balling skill to disable the fall damage." Mr. Baseball says, "I'm guessing M&M potion is just huge haste pot 1. Wonky D says, "I'm hungry, need food, send food." Carboy says, "Stop, it's a canon event, Arbui." Mr. Baseball says, "El Africa." Roblox Kid says, "I'll send white pudding." Roblox Kid says, "The other kind of white pudding." Mr. Baseball says, "The hail." Carboy says, "Bitler." Mr. Baseball says, "Tongue poking smiley." Arbui9AZ says, "Idler." Mr. Baseball says, "Tongue sticking out." Arbui9AZ says, "Motla." Mr. Baseball says, "Oh oh." Wonky D says, "Food." Arbui9AZ says, "Baltala." Mr. Baseball says, Arbui9AZ says, "Baysettler." Mr. Baseball says, Startled smiley. Arbui9AZ says. Mr. Bayset Balter. Carboy says. Oldorf Biesler. Mr. Baseball says. See. Arbui9AZ says. Me baseballed. Roblox Kid says. Adolf Buster. Arbui9AZ says. Mr. Baseballed. Wonky D says. Mr. Panish Ball. Roblox Kid says. Mr. Duolingo. Mr. Baseball says. Skeptical Smiley. Arbui9AZ says. Mr. Skibida Ball. Mr. Baseball says. Happy Smiley. Arbui9AZ says. Mr. Muir. Wonky D says. Mr. Chocolate Ball. Arbui9AZ says. Mr. Adolf. Roblox Kid says. Active you are. Mr. Baseball says. Everyone saying names but everyone not mentioning Mr. Bubbles. French Fry Antlers fan says. What happens in chat? French Fry Antlers fan says. I never saw that Sigma chat ever. Arbui9AZ says. Mr. Soap. Carboy says. Mr. Bulls. Wonky D says. French Fry Panish fan. Arbui9AZ says. Mr. Water. Wonky D says. Mr. Sock. Mr. Baseball says. Monk D. French Fry Antlers fan says. Panish. Arbui9AZ says. Monkey D Baseball. Wonky D says. French Fry Antlers sock. Mr. Baseball says. I think Monk D is obsessed with sock. French Fry Antlers fan says. I got 920k rolls. Wonky D says. Sock. Arbui9AZ says. French Fry Antler peanut. Wonky D says. My cat took my sock. Mr. Baseball says. Skills issues. Wonky D says. French Fry Antler boy. Marcos Style says. Yo. French Fry Antlers fan says. What? Wonky D says. Hi Marcos Style. Wonky D says. How's it going? Mr. Baseball says. French Cowboy. Marcos Style says. Great. Marcos Style says. How do I join? Carboy says. Why you guys shipping people? Wonky D says. Carboy sock. Arbui9AZ says. 200k and my highest is 1/1M. Arbui9AZ says. I'm cooked. Wonky D says. The server is on private atom. Mr. Baseball says. We're not. Wonky D says. Car cooked. Arbui9AZ says. I give my friend play my account and he got link mill. Mr. Baseball says. Hypervolt is L. Arbui9AZ says. Monkey D balls. French fry antlers fan says. Ship me with French fry that in McDonald's. Marcos Style says. Get the link of the priv server. Marcos Style says. Do you know how? Mr. Baseball says. MC Donald Fry Antler. Wonky D says. Yeah, but I've got the server set so no one can join. Wonky D says. KFC Fry fan. Marcos Style says. Oh. Arbui9AZ says. McDonald Flytler. Carboy says. Bulls. Arbui9AZ says. KFC or McDonald. Wonky D says. A Bisoc. Mr. Baseball says. French fry Arbui9AZ. Arbui9AZ says. Wonky D sock. Mr. Baseball says. KFC underrated. Arbui9AZ says. Mr. Base is Ock. Wonky D says. Mr. French Ball Sock. French Fry Antlers fan says. Wonky deifically brain rotted. Wonky D says. Afically. Carboy says. Monkey D fluffy. Wonky D says. Brain headed it out. Arbui9AZ says. Homemade milk. Wonky D says. French fry KFC fan. Arbui9AZ says. Me. Wonky D says. No. Wonky D says. Painish. Carboy says. Savory and bitter milk. Arbui9AZ says. Weird taste milk. Wonky D says. Car milk. French fry antlers fan says. When Wonky D will roll impeached his reaction will be, painish. Wonky D says. Milk boy. Arbui9AZ says. Wonky milk. Mr. Baseball says. Spanish or vanish. Arbui9AZ says. Chinese or cheese. French fry antlers fan says. My milk. Carboy says. Rice cooker. Mr. Baseball says. I like cheese. Carboy says, thighs or breast. Arbui 9AZ says, baseball or tennis. Mr. Baseball says, garlic bread. French fry antlers fan says, whose milk? Wonky D says, ha ha tennis. Mr. Baseball says, chromatic exotic or chromatic genesis. Carboy says, brain or liver. Wonky D says, car brain. French fry antlers fan says, no make whose milk. Wonky D, Mr. Baseball, French fry antlers, Carboy. Arbui 9AZ says, nut boy. Arbui 9AZ says, boy's milk. Mr. Baseball says, my name is White. Carboy says, nut boy. Mr. Baseball says, Walter White. Arbui 9AZ says, square boy. Carboy says, 13% is my phone battery. Mr. Baseball says, permanent kajdut. Wonky D says, best you charge it up. French fry antlers fan says, perma sock. Arbui 9AZ says, come boy. Wonky D says, French fry sock fan. Arbui 9AZ says, permafrost. Carboy says, watch out there is a among us. Arbui 9AZ says, how long did I sit here? Arbui 9AZ says, Daddy boy. Wonky D says, "Wim stream ends." Mr. Baseball says, "How long is an axis?" Arbui9AZ says, "When you will stream again." Carboy says, "Anyways, breast or thighs?" Wonky D says, "Streaming till I end." Arbui9AZ says, "Carboy." Mr. Baseball says, "Mr. Brett." French Fry Antlers fan says, "Yes, I got null biome." French Fry Antlers fan says, "Free Heavenly Eye." Arbui9AZ says, "Tomorrow and tomorrow again I don't watch your Straya." Arbui9AZ says, "Do IGTG." Wonky D says, "Oh okay, I try to stream every day." Wonky D says, "So hopefully you can come back again." Arbui9AZ says, "Should I stream?" French Fry Antlers fan says, "Yes." Arbui9AZ says, "My channel is Arbui9AZ." Carboy says, "I was asking about chicken." Arbui9AZ says, "Anyways, ballsack boy, nussack boy, or your balls boy." French Fry Antlers fan says, "I'm saving up 11 heavenlies for glitch biome or 22. Arbui9AZ says, "Predator boy or kidnapping boy?" Carboy says, "I'm no EDP nor tax collectors." Arbui9AZ says, "Bye IGTG." French Fry Antlers fan says, my dream aura abyssal hunter. Wonky D says, Sire Albui 9AZ. Albui 9AZ says, my dream aura is Nutboy. Carboy says, my balls itch. Carboy says, this is probably the longest I have not been time-a-doot. Carboy says, neat gas. Claret says, what is your best aura? Wonky D says, ethereal. Wonky D says, ethereal. Claret says, oh, mine is virtual. Claret says, are you gonna skip that exotic? Kempton says, YOOO. Kempton says, hi bro. Arbui9az says. You. Says. Hey. Arpitijum says. Back. Says. I wanna learn from you some things. Wonky D says. I might do a Blocks Fruits video soon. Says. Okay. Says. Off, I gotta take a shower RQ. Arpitijum says. Be patient. Wonky D says. K. Arpitijum says. Yo Legamayan balls. Arpitijum says. How many minutes left until the end of stream? Wonky D says. 1 minute left. Arpitijum says. I bet Arpitijum has the very best luck in this stream. Arpitijum says. Arpitigum says, I bet 1 minute left. Arpitigum says, gonna end stream today X. Arpitigum says, I eat catnap 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 catnap. Arpitigum says, catnap catnap. Arpitigum says, skewer is square is scare. Arpitigum says, how many minutes left until the end of stream? Arpitigum says, slightly end soon. Arpitigum says, slightly end now. Wonky D says, ending in about 3 hours. Arpitigum says, 3 hours. That's slightly great. Architijum says, hello Wonky D. Wonky D says, hello Wonkide. Wonky D says, no one here now, might end stream. Architijum says, yeah. Architijum says, end now. Wonky D says, where did everyone go? Architijum says, come back spammers and French fry antlers fan. Wonky D says, yeah cowboy. Wonky D says, where are those people? Architijum says, where's Cowboy, French Fry Antlers fan, Mr. Baseball, and others? Philip Magard says, hi. Wonky D says, should I stream something else like Gartic Phone? Wonky D says, hi Philip Magard. Architijum says, I hate Gartic Phone. Architijum says, Gartic Phone is the worst game. Architijum says, Sol's RNG is better. Wonky D says, how about words on stream or whatever it's called? Architijum says, you have no life. Wonky D says, nope. Architijum says, oops, sorry. Architijum says, but what is the best aura? Architijum says, currently my best aura is Matrix. French Fry Antlers fan says, hi. Wonky D says, EA French is back. Arpitijum says, hi French Fry Antlers fan. Arpitijum says, very nice to meet you. Arpitijum says, I will eat pomegranates and French fry antlers fan can't spit the pomegranate seeds. Arpitijum says, I will eat pomegranates too. Arpitijum says, it's very sweet. Arpitijum says, yeah, pomegranates are sweet. Wonky D says, there's a poll, please reply to it. Arpitijum says, poll where? French Fry Antlers fan says, me. Wonky D says, whoever gets the most votes, wins. Arpitijum says, my dream aura is impeached or archangel. Arpitijum says, E. Arpitijum says, me. Wonky D says, vote for you then. Arpitijum says, I hate vote. Arpitijum says, quit vote please. Wonky D says, vote boy. Wonky D says, where did vote boy go? Arpitijum says, that's it. Arpitijum says, I'm so angry. Wonky D says, French wins. French Fry Antlers fan says, where did you come from? Where did you come? Where did you come from Bacalado Jadaga Gay Dagadu? Arpitijum says, let's kill Fifth. Arpitijum says, that's it. Wonky D says, need food. Wonky D says, hungry. Wonky D says, send. Wonky D says, food. Arpitijum says, yeah I won. Arpitijum says, here is pomegranates for Wonky D. Arpitijum says, oyo I kolo gem rakanki oyo I u. Arpitijum says, oyo I kolo gem rakanki oyo I kolo kalgungu. Wonky D says, I. French Fry Antlers fan says, guess my favorite Abyssal Hunter or Overture. Arpitijum says, my favorite aura is Matrix, and French Fry Antlers fan is Abyssal. Arpitijum says, Abyssal Hunter. Wonky D says, French fry hunter. French fry antlers fan says, answer is I liked Overture, but when I saw Abyssal Hunter it became my fave. Wonky D says, Appetite Abyssal. Appetijum says, Appetijum is now Abyssal Hunter. Appetijum says, I bet Appetijum has the best luck in the server. Wonky D says, ending stream in 0 minutes. Appetijum says, I became hallucination. Appetijum says, yeah. French fry antlers fan says, French fry antlers says, French fry antlers says, French fry antlers says, French fry antlers says. Wonky D says, starting new stream now. Appetijum says, yeah. Wonky D says, welcome to the new stream. Appetijum says, let's see. French fry antlers fan says, Wonky D says, Wonky D says, Appetijum says, Appetijum says, Appetijum says, Appetijum says, Appetijum says death. Appetijum says, loop 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 loop. Wonky D says, 090807060504030201. Appetijum says, an adorable counter-zip address. Wonky D says, French fry antlers fan says, bot is broken lol. Wonky D says, this. French fry antlers fan says, startled smiley. Appetijum says, let's beatbox a. French fry antlers fan says, startled smiley, 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 startled smiley. Appetijum says, Appetijum's number. Upitijum says. I bet Upitijum going to swim the coffee. French Fry Antlers fan says. You should play toilet tower defense. Upitijum says. I am on vacation. Upitijum says. Every single day cause I love my occupation. French Fry Antlers fan says. That song about jits and as hash. Upitijum says. Don't eat jits in the holes times 3. Upitijum says. Which aura is better? Matrix or hazardous? French Fry Antlers fan says. Matrix. Upitijum says. Mine is Matrix. French Fry Antlers fan says. Is hazardous even exist? Upitijum says. No, it's not exist, fan-made aura. Upitijum says. I made from Keynote. French Fry Antlers fan says. Wonky D make a poll chromatic exotic or chromatic genesis. Upitijum says. Which aura is better? Abyssal Hunter or Bloodlust? French Fry Antlers fan says. Rip chromatic exotic. Arpitagem says. But, chromatic, Genesis is better. Arpitagem says. Ustornal. French Fry Antlers fan says. Chromatic Exotic was small and crazy. Arpitagem says. IT was copied by Hades RNG, but Chromatic, Exotic copied Cheat Reel. French Fry Antlers fan says. It didn't copied Chromatic Exotic wanted his aura to delete from Sol's RNG BC he had it in Had's RNG. Arpitagem says. Starlight. Arpitagem says. Vote boy, results please. French Fry Antlers fan says. Yod Lust vs Abyssal Hunter. Arpitagem says. Rarest, Abyssal Hunter, ability, Abyssal Hunter wins. French Fry Antlers fan says. FR. French Fry Antlers fan says. And looks kinda better. French Fry Antlers fan says. Abyssal Hunter vs Overture / Overture history. Arpitagem says. I need Cerulio's Project Shalco 4 beta. Arpitagem says. I need Cerulio's Project Shalco 4 beta. Arpitagem says. Cerulo S Project, Shalco, 4 Beta, vs Cerulo S5. French Fry Antlers fan says. Upujum, what's your rarest aura? Upitijum says. Matrix. French Fry Antlers fan says. Rolls. Upitijum says. 288k. French Fry Antlers fan says. WTH. French Fry Antlers fan says. I have 925k rolls. Upitijum says. No way, I got Matrix in 288k rolls. Carboy says. Hello. Upitijum says. What? Wonky D says. Carboy is back, we are saved. Upitijum says. Hello Carboy. Upitijum says. What the Sigma? Upitijum says. I got lapis lazuli. Upitijum says. Can I eat pomegranates and lapis lazuli? Carboy says. Hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia. French Fry Antlers fan says. I got chromatic at 195k, now I have 925k, it's still my best. Arpitagem says, what's your Roblox account? Carboy says, I got stage 69 lumbago at age of 3. Danian Don Important says, I'm back. Danian Don Important says, remember me. French Fry Antlers fan says, nah. Danian Don Important says, remember me my guy. Arpitagem says, remember. Carboy says, yes and he. Danian Don Important says, that's cause you weren't in the other stream. Carboy says, knew her. Danian Don Important says, wonky. Arpitagem says, hello French Fry Antlers fan, what's your best aura? My best aura is Matrix. Danian Don Important says, yeah. Carboy says, I pooped my pants earlier, and my pants begged for mercy. Carboy says, nah. Danian Don Important says, wonky in the if you move your guy from your other stream. Carboy says, ha. Danian Don Important says, wonky why. Arpitagem says, YOLO. Carboy says, ah yes I'm the if you. Danian Don Important says, wonky English I are Spanish. Arpitagem says, are you the real you? Skibidi Rizzler says, Spanish or vanish. Arpitagem says, vanish. Danian Don Important says, in the real me OFX. Danian Don Important says, OFC I meant. Carboy says. Damien kinda annoying kids who says all don't kill me, I'm just a kid, let me out of the basement, help. Skibidi Rizzler says. LOL true. Carboy says. Damien is. Arpitijum says. Deum. Danian Don Important says. Bruh stop capping. Arpitijum says. Deum. Carboy says. Shut up and get back into the basement. Skibidi Rizzler says. The RE voice struggling is so funny. Danian Don Important says. I'm in my house LOL. Carboy says. No devices for a month, and also no food for a year too. Danian Don Important says. Laughing out loud. Arpitijum says. Oyo I kolo gemrakanki oyo I kolo kalgungu. Danian Don Important says. I'm at my house. Danian Don Important says. Bro's blind. Carboy says. And I will take away the cardboard if you don't go back in the basement. Carboy says. Go back in the basement now. Danian Don Important says. Boo who can't find a guy or girl to simp on wah wah wah. Arpitijum says. I got to go bye. Carboy says. See you a Arpitijum. Arpitijum says. Where's Wonkide? Danian Don Important says. You're too broke to have a basement like WDYM. Danian Don Important says. Where do I live? Carboy says. You too broke to buy a, or even let alone a single crumb. Danian Don Important says. Not in your basement. Danian Don Important says. Oh yeah. Arpitijum says. I got to go, bye everyone. Danian Don Important says. You're too broke to even find parents. Skibidi Rizzler says. Bye. Danian Don Important says. That line was a flashback of you going to the orphanage. Danian Don Important says, you're too broke, you can't afford walking. French Fry Antlers fan says, sorry, I was watching Toilet Tower Defense cringe. Oh. French Fry Antlers fan says, I'm gonna brain rot more. Oh. Danian Don Important says, you're so broke, the only aura you have is the smell of the toilet carvery. Danian Don Important says, what carboy what? Danian Don Important says, can't speak. Carboy says, matter the fact we will all celebrate. Skibidi Rizzler says, shake a lake a boom boom. Danian Don Important says, yes sir, another exotic. Carboy says, song fire. Danian Don Important says, Graf's song is TBH better on my opinion. French Fry Antlers fan says, yes sir, exotic is back. Carboy says, yippee. Danian Don Important says, he has like 100 exotics for sure. Danian Don Important says, I'm the only one. Carboy says, nah. Skibidi Rizzler says, nah. Danian Don Important says. Carboy says. Imbotaka uam. Danian Don Important says. Skibidi Rizzler says. That was fast. Danian Don Important says. Ambate am. Carboy says. Skytech Gaming Eclipse, Intel i9-13900K Link GHz, RTX 4080, 1TB NVMe Gen 4, 32GB DDR RAM RGB, 1000W Gold ATX Link PSU, Windows 11 Home. Carboy says. I found that on Temu. Skibidi Rizzler says. House on Temu be like $100. Carboy says. Then a statewide bomb threat alarm happened. Carboy says. I think that Damien left, like his father. Skibidi Rizzler says. LOL. Carboy says, I jit to go, you pookies. French Fry Antlers fan says, I watched Toilet Tower Defense and now I am Titan Pencil Woman. Wonky D says, anyone still here? French Fry Antlers fan says, yes. Wonky D says, French, you're still here. French Fry Antlers fan says, injured exotic back into your screen. Wonky D says, oh, another one. Wonky D says, I get so many of them. French Fry Antlers fan says, they should add feature that Dolph Sol uses strange controller every 20 minutes. French Fry Antlers fan says, I'm still here. Wonky D says, yeah, it's gone really quiet. French Fry Antlers fan says, FR. Wonky D says, usually does after about an hour or so of streaming. French Fry Antlers fan says, then you need stream hour and start another and repeat lol. French Fry Antlers fan says, if I don't get 1M and for long time, do you think luck is going into a huge aura? Lance Gabriel Tumbocon says, yo wonky, I got magnetic polarity. French fry antlers fan says. Chat is empty so skip ID Sigma socks. French fry antlers fan says. Wonky D streams, 10 minutes, 1 hour 12 viewers 1 hour 2 viewers 3 hours 1. It's me. Wonky D says. Yeah, you should see the graph. Wonky D says. It's like it just goes lower and lower. French Fry Antlers fan says, I hope I get 30M or till 2M rolls. French Fry Antlers fan says. Also, can you say how you do that when you get like Starlight 1 in 50k it automatically goes to the screen latest roll? Wonky D says. That's a script that does that, using a web server I set up. French Fry Antlers fan says. Oh okay. French Fry Antlers fan says. Also, can you make guide how to get Aura's message in Discord BC? I put webhook to Dolph Sol, they still not sending. Wonky D says. That's easy, you just need to put the channel webhook into Dolph Sol. French Fry Antlers fan says. I did and I still don't get messages. Where I can find them? Wonky D says, so you created the webhook for the channel. Wonky D says, you do it for the channel, then copy the link into Dolph Sol. French Fry Antlers fan says, yes, and put into Dolph Sol. French Fry Antlers fan says, link. Wonky D says, and tick the box. Wonky D says, yeah, the link starts with link. French Fry Antlers fan says, K thanks.